Yes. Your phone can take the role of Tom's computer.
Yes.
It's called tethering or tethering. Is it tethering? Tethering. Yes, it's called tethering, and you can tether by USB, you can tether by Wi-Fi, you can tether by Bluetooth. So most phones will give you, physically they can give you, multiple options to do tethering, but software-wise, your ISP or your provider in this case may restrict the phone not to be able to do tethering. In which case, you will have to read some documents to find out how to do it. Since it's being recorded, I can only say that much. But getting back to your point, okay, getting back to your point, phones did not really have viruses before, not because it is not possible to have viruses, but because it was not worth it.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's less likely because they're not programmed to attack the operating system or programmed to work with the operating system.
Well, it depends on what you're talking about, because if you're talking about BlueBerry, BlueBerry is usually used in a business or commercial settings, so you can potentially get into some sensitive material if you break into a BlueBerry. If you're talking about iPhones, which probably will not be used in a commercial setting, so you'll be breaking into more personal stuff. But people are keeping all sorts of stuff in their phones now. Some people take like images of their credit cards and put it onto a cell phone, so that way they don't have to pull a credit card out if they need to order something. Some people even scan important documents like insurance documents and whatnot and put it onto the phone so they can have these documents accessible at all times. So we are talking about fairly sensitive material now that people store on their cell phones. So there are reasons why hackers may target cell phones these days. Yep, go ahead.
So with this big push for Chase Bank with the taking a picture of your check on your phone, so if you had a BlackBerry and you took a picture of it, they could access your check and then cash it in before you could.
Okay.
In a way. No.
I'm not aware of that, but technically speaking, it is completely capable. I mean, when you go to Wells Fargo these days and you deposit your checks, you don't need an envelope. You don't need to write down the amount. The device scans the whole thing, and it comes back and try to confirm with you and say, does this amount look right? Because it's trying to do the handwriting recognition thing. Sometimes it works really well, and other times it does not work well. And when you press OK, it will just go through the transaction. So I can totally see how cell phones and with a camera can do all that stuff too. But that also means that if your phone is hacked, then everything that your phone sees, everything that you type on your phone, they will all be accessible by the hackers. But I think the most important thing is, if phones can be hacked, okay, they can all become zombies, right? In other words, the hacker doesn't have to actively do something at a time, but they can make your cell phone basically sleep for the time being and become dormant. When they need to launch an attack, then these cell phones will become active and they try to launch an attack against something, DOS attack, denial of service attack. And cell phones, I'm not sure about the bandwidth, but they can take down maybe the entire cell phone coverage for a particular carrier within a certain area. I think you can swarm a cell tower, just like that, with enough cell phones trying to do random things all at the same time. So the only thing that is stopping people from hacking into cell phones is there's no clear dominant operating system yet. Okay, we have the iOS from iPhones, we have Android on the Android phones, we have BlueBerry, which is a different operating system, and then we still have many of these legacy older operating systems which are really archaic. So to hackers, to try to come up with a single virus or a single attack vector is not worthwhile, because you at any time you can only target 10-20% of the cell phones. But once one particular operating system emerged as the quote-unquote the dominant operating system, I think we will start to see much more security issues with phones. Okay, well, we are going to be about 1 minute and 2 minutes early, but I'll let you guys go a little bit early today. But please go ahead and read chapters 5 and 6, okay? Because those are the networking concept stuff. And try to relate it to what we did today. Yep.
We're actually talking about the denial of service tax in my networking class at the moment. And we're actually also doing, well, since my chapters 5 and 6 of the networking class, two pathways book is all the